Hey guys, I'm back with another video. In this one we'll be running the Countess on Hell difficulty, 500 times. The footage has been recorded online on Player 1 difficulty. The main focus will be on how many myth runes and terror keys we managed to gather. There are a couple of decent items as well. I'll also include a bonus footage. I found an SOJ in the tower some time ago. It wasn't within these 500 runs, but I haven't shown it before and now it's not a bad time. In the background you can see the gear and skills of my paladin. I'll be running with 3 characters in total. In the outro you'll be able to see the gear of the remaining 2 as well, plus sample runs. The gear is mostly the same since I move it between my characters. There will be some minor differences though, especially when it comes to charms. If you enjoy the content and would like to support the channel, please consider subscribing, liking and sharing. You're also welcome to join our Discord. Links will be in the description as well as pinned within the comments. More than 70 people have already done so. We are active in the chat and do runs together. Feel free to say hi, hang out and share your most recent drops with us. Without further delay, let's jump to the highlights. See you in the comment section. On the very first run, on our way to the tower, we find a Tau weapon. It rolls with perfect 2-0 masteries. A great start. A second one dropped on run 81. Not as good as the first one though. Followed by an rune on run 7. We skip to run 43 when we loot a Po rune. Just 3 runs later we get a nice treat, 2 myth runes at once, 1 Mao and another rune. A unique blood spirit for melee druids drops on run 55. We jump to run 88 to find a Mao rune as well as the goblin toe boots. They are great for a budget Uber smiter. A nice small charm drops 6 runs later. It gives 15 HP as well as 100 poison damage over 5 seconds. On the same run, we also get a Lem rune and a Key of Terror. I collect all of the raw runes as well and use them for crafting. Run 98, luck is on our side as the Countess kindly provides an East rune. It's quite fortunate to get one in less than 100 runs. I've switched to my Hammerdin and on run 1110 we loot another Lem. Run 117 we get our first unique ring of the session. Unfortunately it's a Manao. A nice paladin base on run 146 that already has 4 sockets and also gives 35 to all res. We get a couple of rare items on run 164. This amulet is quite interesting, if only it gave some faster cast rate instead of mana steal. A useful ground charm that gives 14 to all res drops on run 186. It's time for my source to join the fray and the first highlight for her is a Lem rune on run 209. Run 234, on our way to the tower, we find ourselves a nice Go rune. Another Lem, 23 runs later. Then a Po on run 281. Followed by 2 more Lems, one of them 5 runs later and the next one on run 326. Then another rune 23 runs later. Run 350 we loot a skewer for necromancers that gives 1 to curses. The second unique ring of this session is a Carrion Wind with max lifesteal on run 366. And yet another Lem 4 runs later. Run 388 we find a Po rune, as well as Mage Fists with 1 of perfect ED. Run 420 we find a very low Geese charm within the tower. The last 10 Geese charms I've looted have all rolled quite poorly. 22 runs later we get the very last pool rune of this session. Run 464, a Mao rune accompanied by a Key of Terror. Another 2 runs and we find Terea's face. It doesn't roll very well though. 3 more runs for the third unique ring of the session. This time it's a Lone Angel. To finish things off, the last noteworthy drop appears on run 491. It's a G phase. As promised, here is the bonus footage. It was recorded a couple of weeks ago. A recap of all of the items that dropped will be shown in the background. Exactly 40 keys of terror dropped in total. You can also see all of the myth runes we've managed to gather. These runs took me about 11 hours to complete. Bear in mind I've killed many minions on my way to the Countess, both inside and outside the tower. Now I'll show you a sample run with each character. A quick reminder, once you found the tower within Black Marsh and entered it, always go left, that's the fastest way to find each of the next levels. After the sample runs, I'll show you the gear of my source, while the gear of my druid will be available for you at the end, during the preview of the next video. Thank you for staying until the end. Next time we are going back to Travinco for another 500 runs. They'll be done on my druid and paladin. Last time I went there I didn't have much luck, so I do have high hopes for this one and I'm expecting at least one high rune. I have some spare time at the moment, so I'll do my best to sneak a bonus crafting video before the Travinco runs. I've gathered enough materials for another 100 caster amulets. My paladin really needs a decent 10 plus FCR1, so let's see. Last time I didn't get any exceptional ones, but I really enjoy crafting and have kept gathering mats. I'm planning to continue doing so and keep trying. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned and see you soon!